Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3. We're ready to partake in some of the festivities here at this soiree, and also maybe find the person we came here to find, the man from Sintra. Let's see what we can do with Anna here. Looks like there's... oh man, there's a lot of things that we can do.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. The paintballs, cast them at the canvas.
Toss a paintball or two.
Okay, this is like some kind of abstract painting game. Sure.
Good folk, yet another soul longing to express its creative side.
Well, you and modern art?
I don't know. And it's really dark here. Is this supposed to be that dark? I don't know. Well, let's see it. Maybe some yellow over there.
It's obvious.
Some purple over here. Oh god. Yellow and purple do not mix. They are opposite colors.
Greetings, Witcher.
Can I take the blue? Come on. No? Maybe the green? Just 1 second here. Okay. So, yeah.
Come,
Red, maybe?
Let's look in the alcoves.
Ah, that's it. All I get to do is throw balls to express your inner artist. I can throw
You ought to be
15.
in one of the alcoves.
Why am I not allowed to pick up any more?
Of these hues,
Ah,
drop
man.
them
Oh,
in the
wait a
case
minute.
and grab a different array.
Well,
Good to see you, Geralt.
I guess all we get to do is just yellow and purple. I can't throw any more, even though the quest says I can do up to 15. Okay, let's just move on then. What else can we do?
Absinthe, the preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
Oh,
I've built up a pretty powerful resistance.
yeah, even then, just one drink can get us drunk and hazy like that. Oh, okay, it goes away relatively quickly. There is still a marker here, though. Why am I not allowed to pick up more?
Drop them in the pail and grab a different array.
Okay, well, doesn't matter. Let's move on. Drank some absinthe.
This is definitely done. Let's go. You're bored as you've made no effort to understand.
What's this one here?
It's a metaphor
You ought
of
to
the
be in one
constant
of the
struggle for
alcoves.
power and influence.
Is this like the pantomime act that we heard of
What
at
else
the
would
entrance?
they think of? If they can't agree, they don't
Well, nothing is happening here, so...
Greetings, Witcher. Good to see you.
Alright. Moving on. I'd like to loot some of this food. Oh, yes. Pork ritlets.
We must
Delicious.
throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
And I suppose this is one of the alcoves that we can look in. Yeah. Locked? Seriously? Okay, fine.
Color is but the shadow of deliberations on the nature of existence.
Moving on. Oh, this one.
We wish to be alone. Please, leave.
Okay, fine. Let me just pretend to leave.
As for that stipend, I'm sure you understand. There are a great many highly qualified candidates.
Then I shall have to convince you your ample generosity would be best invested in me.
And how do you aim to do that?
I shall arrange a private performance after the soiree.
Ah, my dear, I sense you've a knack for persuasion.
Alright. Talking about some kind of dealings under the tables. That's okay.
Aren't they even? Because the right cuff seems somewhat higher to
Look,
me.
lanterns. They say releasing them brings good luck.
Master Bouveau is a generous
Oh.
patron and a truly wonderful man.
Bon vivant. How do I release one of these
Exhibition in the
lanterns?
palace garden.
Ah, here we go. Let's do this one. Or not.
My deepest regret.
Wait a minute, do I have to like ignite this thing?
Fine, let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Never suspected you believed in such things.
Then there it goes. It's not entirely clear that I had to cast Igni on these because in the enhanced edition we have to select the Igni on the wheel in order to cast it outside of combat. And You know, in vanilla Witcher 3, you never had to do that, so you just go up to interact and you light it on fire. But there goes one of those lanterns. I wonder what wish Geralt made. Oh my god, what happened to this guy? He's just passed out. I don't think this woman with orchards in her hair is going to be in there. What about here?
Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde. It's all about two things. Coin and copulation. Pretentious. I was prepared for all sorts of criticism. Blah, blah, blah. Avant-garde, schmeffant-garde.
Okay. Alright, I'll leave this guy to it. What's in here? Here we go. I think we found it. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't able to participate in some of the soiree stuff, but maybe we can come back to it later. Oh, hello.
Don't disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Okay, maybe she needs to put on some clothes first, but it's okay. You're looking good.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Villesse.
The gracious lady has heard of me?
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
Huh, interesting.
We came here to meet you, specifically.
To meet me? But why?
Centrian noble you came here with. Wanted to ask you about him.
Centrian noble. Ah, you must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it, but I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift, a heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now.
Alright. We'll call what you're doing work, I suppose. Let's go on. Can I throw my little paintballs now? No, I still can't do it. Okay, maybe now I can look at this act. I know there's supposed to be something here. Oh. Okay. I guess that was it. Interesting. Yeah, another thing about the enhanced edition is obviously, as you have noticed, we no longer get the prompts to click a certain button or interact with something. When we come up to it, it's just you're just supposed to know where you're supposed to be able to interact with something. No longer have any button prompts.
Have you seen the Skilligar Isles?
But there's a little lute here. Can we play?
Do you seek someone?
I'll be very impressed if Geralt can play the lute. Come on. No, I can't interact with this.
Tables. Perhaps they're still there.
What about this note? Oh, very precarious.
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look.
Oh, seriously? Whoa, that's a lot of text on a napkin. Laura, or oh my dearest one, oh lone ray of sunshine on the firmament of my life, I shall speak from my heart. For weeks I have been shooting stolen glances in your direction, hiding the hope I dare nurture deep within my bosom that perhaps you feel for me even one iota of the affection I feel for you. I have waited long, gathering the courage to confess my feelings for you. I would certainly be waiting still had not you appeared at tonight's soiree in the company of that womanizing, carousing, drivel-scribing, pretentious pig named Alphonse de Reside. Maybe de Reside? When I saw that emaciated turd fawning over you, I immediately knew I had to act. I turned to the best weapon in my arsenal, the quill and the well-turned phrase, and began writing you this letter. Forgive me, it is written on a napkin, for I had nothing more appropriate at hand at the time. Oh, most marvelous of all women, do not believe a word he whispers in your ear. He is as slippery as a viper and twice as venomous. Reject his advances and let me walk hand in hand with you. Feed you grapes and with you radiate happiness to the heavens themselves. Yours forever, Fabien. Oh my.
Oh my amour, my sunbeam flittering across the firmament of my life. Treacly refuse.
I know, right? It seems so staged.
Bit of fistech. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
Yeah, I'm surprised this tech is legal. And if it's not legal, why is it just out in the open like this? Okay, what about this thing?
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Cintrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
Alright, very nice.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat him with it once.
Yes. Don't know who it was, but I'm guessing it was Anna herself. Actually, the loot Dandelion has is not really his own, like he didn't purchase it. It was a gift from the elves of Doblathana.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cheruvio in particular. Alright, so it's like some kind of Ophiri mage. Let's see what he has. Oh. Nice magic. That's cute.
Ah, how beautiful.
Okay, now let's follow that
The
set.
dolphins.
Oh my god, there's so many people
no
here.
Ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Mm-hmm. Impressive.
Yep, it's not something that Geralt can do. Okay, so this way. It's in these very tight and close places where you kind of feel how the game's controls are not perfect. They tried to make Geralt's movements a bit too realistic, and by doing so, it sacrificed a little bit of just fluidity. You know, it's sometimes really stiff, and it when you turn, it doesn't always turn the right way that you want Geralt to.
What if he doesn't come?
But the thing is, there's actually an option in The Witcher 3. You can turn it on. It's like the alternative movement for Geralt. I don't really feel that it does anything. It still feels like, you know, sometimes you are just a bar of soap sliding on the ice.
Only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
Yeah, but it's never really a problem in combat or anything.
Anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh. Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
Alright, for starters, you need to keep quiet about this.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
Alright. Have you seen this Cecilia woman?
Looking for Cecilia Bellant. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
All right.
Upstairs.
Let's go. Yep, the smell is leading us upstairs as well. A lot of ham fiber. If I still cared, I would actually loot these, but I don't really care that much.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana at once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
She claims to be fine, but you know, like, why would he kill her? Guess we'll find out. Let's take a look.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
It's actually a scene that's very familiar. I'm pretty sure we had a occurrence like this back at the Passiflora.
Made a platform. Clever. Must be pretty strong, too. Bloody handprint. It's his.
Except this time, the Centurion guy was clearly not just after the money. He definitely has some kind of alternate motive here.
Broke the flower pot when moving the door, then stepped in the soil. Footprints made by soiled boots.
Literally soiled boots. Okay, so that door is locked. Let's just follow the prints.
Must have climbed this ladder.
Oh man, sending us on a wild goose chase. Alright, here we go.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert.
Right, okay. Let's take a look at what's happening. Oh, broken mirror.
Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor.
Yeah, oh, I can loot this chest. Look at that. Valuable jewel.
Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this, must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle. Blood stains.
Wouldn't be blood if there wasn't a struggle of some sort.
Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably. Links of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it.
Okay. Oh, must have hopped out from here.
Window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out?
Oh, yeah, could have been pushed, even.
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it?
And one more thing over here.
Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so once again, we know that he's not here for the money.
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room. Canvas is cut. Somebody took a knife to the painting, looks like.
Man, it was so dark I didn't even realize there was a painting of a woman on there. I thought it was just like a frame. Oh, decorated hunting knife.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably. Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
but his body is not there.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centrians killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything in full detail.
Okay, so that's Oriana, the benefactor of the soiree.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
Yeah, so she must have some kind of martial prowess if she could knock a weapon out of the dude's hand like that.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
True enough. Actually, there's no reason to doubt any of the women in terms of their combat abilities in this Witcher world. In fact, there are very few women that we meet who cannot fight. Well, I mean, like, real, actual characters, not just, like, the random NPCs that we find. Like, you know, Ciri is a terrific fighter, right? All of the mages, they don't really need to have hand-to-hand combat. They can just cast their magic and do whatnot. Ceres from Skellige, you know, Hjalmar's sister, she can definitely handle herself. And that's about everyone, you know. There's a couple, like, really side characters that are maybe not that significant, but yeah. Pretty sure more women know their way around weapons in this game than men do, like comparatively, when you talk about the percentages. Anyways.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
Mm-hmm. After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it. Many years ago, from a young woman.
The heart of Toussaint. We're going to need some elaboration here.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
Okay, so he knew what he was after.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centrian must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Yes, the murder weapon always betrays who the murderer is working for. Isn't that? Yeah, it's also a little cliche, but hey, I'll forgive it. And also, yes, we do need to further work up the chain of command here. From person to person. Alright, Duntine. Can I ask about that?
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Yeah, in that regard, the line between bandits and knights errant, it's kind of blurred. Roderick of Duntine. Alright, we need further investigation here.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
We can ask Anna what she thinks about Oriana. I think we have a pretty good idea of what we think about her.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
Okay.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
Who were not only behind the beast's murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
It could be something else altogether.
This is the part where she tells us something that we were supposed to know.
Siana might be among the schemers.
Ha, there it is.
She left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Sister Siana. Alright. So, I'm pretty sure she is... Siana is another character that's exclusively made for The Witcher 3. She definitely didn't exist in any of the Witcher books. Kind of like how Hjalmar's sister Ceres didn't exist. They just added her as kind of like a plot element. A very ingeniously crafted plot element, but still. So, she's going to be involved here.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Yeah. We still don't know why she has been banished. We can ask that soon. But, yeah, it seems like she's just trying to reclaim what was supposed to belong to her because she just feels indignant that Anna got everything and she was basically ousted as the next ruler of the duchy.
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
Could be the case. Could also be because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized. Couldn't have had it easy, Sienna.
She was angry at the whole world. She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times. I recall one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Sienna knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day. In the end, they forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
I'm surprised the Cedric fellow went ahead with it.
You must go to Duntine, and if Sienna is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
Alright, it'd be very hard to promise that, seeing as she is the one who is trying to be malicious here, and she may not give us a choice, but I'll try the best I can.
I'll find her if she's there.
I hope you do. I very much wish to talk to her. Sister to sister.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlaf van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes. Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally.
Quite literally.
Butcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Oh yeah, we go a little whiles back. Probably not as far back as you guys go back, but yeah, you know, it's interesting. At this point, everyone here, I'm pretty sure including Oriana, knows that Detlaf himself is the Beast of Beauclair, except for Anna, and she is just completely clueless at this moment. Some very intense dramatic irony. So that is true.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only 2 options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see, sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Oh man. He's trying to reveal to us his intentions. Just like humans.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help, Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith.
Oh my. Yeah, want to help me carry this bottle of wine? Might be too heavy for my Witcher arms.
An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a Witcher,
and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detloff here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you are gonna watch him.
But that is precisely what I'm doing. Detloff believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore.
That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Ah, yeah, of course. And, Geralt calls Regis crazy for bringing Detlaff here, but he is the one who walked away with Regis to leave Detlaff essentially alone with Anna. Knowing that there were 5 people on that list, and the 5th name is still not known. That's a little risky to walk away from that table. But honestly, like, the 5 of them at the table, Anna Henrietta is supposed to be the ruler of this entire duchy, and yet she was probably the least interesting character there. So I find that fascinating. Okay, so we can ask how Regis knows Oriana exactly.
Oriana? She really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long.
But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
Fair enough.
Guessing it's no accident you two stopped by.
It would be quite some coincidence indeed. No, a dutiful little bird told us.
These little birds of Regis's, yes, of course. Seems Detlaff has them too. We saw those ravens just perching by the toy shop.
Now listen close. Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detloff, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got away with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detloff here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detloff. Good luck, my friend.
Splendidly, Detlaff. I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. Especially a wine to be served to 2 exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the 2nd bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out?
That scene.
You have exceptional friends. This Detlaff, an intriguing man to say the least.
What I was going to say is that scene actually perfectly captures and represents the name of this DLC. Blood and Wine. That's awesome. Oh, well, Detlaff, I don't know if he is my friend exactly, but at this point, we are probably not enemies. Probably.
Don't know him too well. He say much about himself?
Not much, but I've a good sense of the true nature of those I meet. I'd not survive a week at court otherwise.
So what's his?
Sensitive. Sad. He carries within him the weight of a terrible tragedy. He is a good man, but lost, which is why he comes across as grim.
Okay.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the Saône-Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Right. Sounds like a plan. We've definitely been to that mill before. More than once, I think. Yeah. It's where we found Detlef's hand, as a matter of fact. In our dreams. Oh, I suppose the other time we went there was in our dreams. Okay, so we've only been there physically once. I accidentally stumbled upon it. And the other time, yeah, it was in the dream. Well, yeah, we certainly met some very interesting people this time. Met Oriana, we got to see Detlef again. Regis, we had a nice evening with the Duchess herself. Yeah, all around, very, very interesting. And our next main objective is to capture the castle. I think we will do that another time. Let me see if I can maybe... Okay, tell you what, we'll play a round of Gwent first, maybe with this alchemist lady here. And then I'll be off to do some other things. Alright, so...
On the shortcuts. Be careful you do not trample any herbs.
Shortcuts? What kind of shortcuts can I take in here? Alright.
A returning customer is a set.
Okay, very good. Let's play some Gwent. Yes.
Herbs schmerbs. But how about some Gwent, eh?
Herbs schmerbs. That is right. My sentiments exactly. So we're playing this monster deck. And I don't know if you watched my last time that I played Gwent, but I took out all of the neutral cards in this deck. So now every unit in this deck is going to be a monster faction specific card. No more Geralt, no more Ciri, no more, you know, like Dandelion. I don't think I ever played Dandelion, but no more Vesemir. It's just a pure monster deck. Think it's gonna be fun. It certainly makes the game a lot more challenging because we no longer have those very overpowered neutral cards like that one right there, the Villain Drettenmirth. I was just gonna say, it's a 15, it's a hero, it scorches my siege row, and it has a 5-point carryover. Like, what else do you want from this card? I think the only other hero card that might be better is probably Mysterious Elf. I mean, you just can't beat a hero spy. That's way too strong. And obviously we're going to be trying to fight for control of this round. I don't have any spies in my hand, which means I'm going to have to just work with the cards I have. But in case this herbalist has a spy, I might be able to make use of it. Yeah, okay. But definitely want to take this round. And okay, so he did that. Oh man, that just pulled ahead. Scary. Oh, are you serious? She has 3 of them in her opening hand? Oh, that's just mean. Does this toad pull ahead? I'm too lazy to do the math. Oh no, it ties! Okay, that's good. Let's see if I can bait him from passing right here. By maybe taking this back to my hand. If I can bait him into passing. Excellent. Now I can take the round with Imlerith. Sorry, bait her into passing. There we go. And winning round 1, obviously super important. She has some carryover. I have some carryover. I think we're all set. I definitely don't want Skellige to get a round 3 because the Skellige faction ability is basically in round 3 you get to summon 2 random cards from your discard pile. Insanely strong, so I try not to have that happen. Now I'm basically just trying to end the game in this round because if I don't, then I'll probably just lose. Let's take back the... I guess Leshen is my strongest card. Okay, so now we're gonna wait for her to maybe play some strong units in the front row. Ah, damn it! So that I can scorch it with this Draug. Well, this decoy is gonna be kinda useless, I think, so let's just use it. And Drake Bondu. Okay, he had nothing, which means we win. Yeah. Playing a round 3 against Gallagher is always dangerous, so make it a 2-round game. Excellent. Alright, you know what? I think, oh, we got a Marjoram card. Nice. Another card belonging to the Skellige faction. I think we're gonna do another round of Gwent here. Oh my god, a lot of people talking. And after that, we'll see what I can do. Oh, sorry.
You shan't find anything better in all Toussaint.
What does this guy even sell?
Welcome, good sir, to Dupont and Sons Emporium of diverse merchandise. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Sounds good. Let's see what he has.
Show me what you got back there.
I think he's just a general merchant. Oh yeah, he is. Oh, he sells paintings. Right. We can hang these paintings up in Corvo Bianco. Okay, that's very good. Is there anything I can sell to him? Oh wow, okay. Decorate a hunting knife. Nice. I still have the barrow tap and the wood hammer. I'm pretty sure those are completely useless at this point. Alright, I don't need to sell anything to him. Let's see. I got a painting of Emir of our Emeries. Sure. I mean, we're not exactly a patriot to Nilfgaard, but it's the Emperor, right? But this, we have a painting of Ciri. Queen of Sintra. Very nice. Got, I think I'll take this ship leaving harbor. I like this one. This one, the Conception of Eduard. That's bizarre looking. It's like abstract art that I'll never understand. I'll take the Beauclair Palace and probably the Battle of Angiari. Yeah, and that should be good. It's very cool that this guy actually sells paintings because, yeah, they're a thing. You can hang them up in your house. And I just unlocked a quest. What just happened?
Of the Duchessa herself.
Huh. Like, one of my quests just updated. Anyway, whatever. We're gonna play some Gwent with him.
Welcome, please.
Alright.
Instead of chatting, why not a quick game of Gwent?
Yes. I'm really enjoying this neutral card free Gwent game. Oh god. I just mulliganed something I didn't want to. Okay, whatever. Yeah, with the monster deck in particular, mulligans are super important. Let's see. Let's get rid of this Catacan and hopefully... Okay, good. No bricked cards in my hand. That's great. Yeah, because I have so many of these cards that summon units from your deck or hand. You never want to summon from the hand. That is just so awful. Alright, so this guy is also playing a monster deck. We can, you know, keep up in points here just by doing this. Karen, oh, very nice. I think as soon as I play my Imlerith, he's gonna pass, so I'm just going to play very low tempo right now while staying ahead. And that will make it so that he will be more inclined to play some of his stronger cards, and the moment he spends enough strong cards, I just drop this Imlerith and just, you know, take the round. Let's go ahead and play the Frightener here. Oh, using leader ability, okay. So that pulls ahead by 5 points. I can still keep up by playing the Ice Giant here. Fire Elemental. This is almost like round 1 bleeding because we're not really playing for points at this point because I know this Imlerith will take the round. Oh well. I'll just play it now and wait for his pass. Yep. Playing Decoy. which basically means passing. If he's gonna do that, nah, I'm not gonna waste my decoy. Okay, play the Doppler. Yeah, should be pretty easy sailing from here on out. We'll play the Karen in the range role because I have 2 other ranged units in my hand. Yeah, this should be a game. I don't see him coming back from this. Is that a second lesson? I could have sworn he played a lesson in the first round. Oh, Scorch. Nice. And that's all his cards, which means we can just play out the rest of these. And, oh, wait. That ties. Tying is fine. I do still have my leader ability if I needed to use it, but I don't need to. Because I won the first round, I draw the second round, which means there's no need to play a third one.
You shan't find anything better in all Toussaint.
Okay, we got another Skellige card. Very good. Oh my god. Walking past the town crier, there's always like so many conversations going on. And honestly, I should be listening to some of the stuff the town crier says, because actually sometimes it's very interesting stuff. But I don't know, I just don't want to stand still for that long. I think we're going to do a couple of places of interests here at the end of this episode, honestly. Because we've been doing main quests for so long, and in this episode in particular, there has been just like no combat whatsoever. So I'm thinking maybe just like a round or 2 of fighting, just to scratch that itch. And then we'll just end things off. Alright. Oh, look at this. A shepherd.
Huh?
And your sheep is kind of running away there. You might want to go after them. Okay. Yeah, and plus I just want to play around with my armor and weapon a bit more. Even though the bonus effect from my Dimeridium armor set is not like that significant from what I've seen, it looks cool. You know, the armor glows. That's not something every set of armor can do. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is the only set of armor that glows during combat, you know, by stacking up charges. What do we got here? Oh, just wolves. Okay.
Come on.
Oh my god, okay. That wolf just got lit up. Wow. Oh, hi. Okay, let's give him the Igni. Yeah, this obliteration enchantment on my weapon gives my weapon a 50% chance to cause enemies to explode. It's pretty intense. Alright, I'm gonna loot these wolves' livers. And there is a monster den here. Oh, yeah, a creepy little cave. And caves usually come with Kikimores and in some cases Shelmar. But this one looks like it's just full of wolves. Okay, no biggie.
Come on, come closer.
Oh my god. Alright, Menard. Oh my god. Dude. They just got obliterated, quite literally. Anything here? No, okay. There's one other enemy back here. What could that be? Another wolf? Oh, werewolf. Oh, the king of the wolves, or if you will. Okay. Put on a Quen here. I think I'm at the stage of the game where I don't really even need to like prepare for werewolf fights anymore. I just go in blind because we are strong enough to handle them without much preparation anymore. But it doesn't mean I can be careless. These enemies, they're still tricky sometimes if you don't give them the attention that they deserve. So, alright. Is my armor charged up yet? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Because I want to give my weapon another fire enchantment. Here we go. And boom. Oh, I saw that additional fire damage. That was pretty epic. Nice. And that's the werewolf dead. Got some pelt segments, werewolf mutagen, very good. And was it guarding anything in particular? A dead sheep. Okay. Can I loot this thing? Okay, I guess not. Alright. Oh, yes. There is a treasure chest over here. Nice. Multiple chests. Light this little campfire. You know what? While we are here, I might as well just meditate. Get that vitality bonus. There we go. Vitality bonus. I think it's technically possible to get this vitality bonus without fast forwarding the time. If you literally just sit there for, I don't know, an hour of real life time, you'll get the vitality bonus, but who has the time for that? Okay, a bunch of money and a journal, which we will read very shortly. Oh, okay, we can just read it now. Giselle Duret's journal. Many pages of the journal are filled, but the last is dirtied and written in a chaotic hand. It is done. Countess de Secour has bought Bassane Farm, and after so many happy years, we have to leave our comfortable abode. When Hubert received the eviction notice, he flew into such a rage it took a great deal for me to calm him. I explained it was already a miracle we'd been able to live for so long among men. I fear Hubert will prove unable to control his transformations while he is in such a state. Oh, okay, so Hubert was this werewolf I just killed. We've moved into a cave in the Blesher forest. They allowed us to take a few possessions from the farm. We have a bed, a table, and some candles. Things aren't so bad. The cave is a bit damp, true, and one night in, I can already tell it will play havoc with my joints. Hubert had an attack when he heard me cough. He screamed he would return to the farm and sink his teeth in the Countess. I have a bad feeling. Hubert has disappeared. I'm terrified. Shivers run down my spine. I can taste blood in my mouth. I fear Hubert has gone off to kill. What will become of us if he loses all control? The remaining pages are torn out, claw marks visible on the back cover. Oh yeah, he definitely couldn't control his rage. I wonder what happened to Giselle. I didn't see a dead body in here, did I? Maybe Giselle is that sheep? And Hubert is the werewolf I killed, obviously. Okay, very interesting. Let's read another one here. The history of Est. Oh yes, wine stuff. Est, often considered one of the chief treasures of the people of Toussaint, is the best known of the wines cultivated in that region. It is hard to determine when exactly the first barrels of Est were matured, though we can surmise it must have been around the time of the first human forays into the duchy's present lands. What is certain is that this wine truly gained fame only during the reign of Duchess Adela Marta, who held Est in near divine esteem, and for that reason bestowed upon Castel Rivello the privilege of being the official ducal vineyard. She also reserved a special place in the cellars of the Beauclair Palace for Est, and to this day 2 barrels of every vintage are ceremoniously deposited on those shelves. The tapping of any of them is by order of the ducal edict Vino Sanctus Est, punishable by death through dragging behind a team of horses. Oh yeah, when you have wine so special like this, you kind of have to preserve them just for, I guess, just for the sake of posterity. I wonder if we still have these barrels of every vintage stored wherever on the shelves. Okay, a short history of Pomino. So this is another wine. Though Pomino does not enjoy the fame of Est or even Hervelus, it still attracts a considerable number of admirers and remains among the best wines in the world. Few, however, know how close the world came to losing its slightly acrid, surprisingly deep aftertaste. The cause of this averted disaster was Phylloxera mortifera, that is to say, Phylloxera the deadly, a species of aphid whose sudden attack nearly wiped out all existing vines of this variety. For many weeks, no one was able to exterminate this pest, and it seems Pomino was doomed to extinction. In the end, however, the aphids were defeated by ducal alchemists, and a carefully selected group of vintners was appointed to ensure that its vines took root at Castel Rivello once more. Some experts from the time of the plague claimed their restoration efforts introduced cross-contaminants, and never again were they able to extract from this grape that same bottomless flavor as before. I don't think Pomino is an actual wine in this game that you can consume, but Hervolus and SS, they clearly are. Let's go on. Case, one-armed Adelard. Pseudonym, one-armed Adelard, real name unknown, age unknown, appearance. Witnesses describe him as a man of average height and a muscular, boxy, even build. Dark eyes, nose clearly has been broken repeatedly. Ugh. Distinguishing marks, arm cut off below the elbow. Adelard usually covers his stump with the sleeve of his shirt or coat. Sometimes he wears a prosthetic. Areas of operations, primarily Hauteville, but it is suspected he has contacts throughout Beauclair. One-armed Adelard suspected of forging at least 50 paintings along with their certificates of authenticity. Said paintings can be found in the collections of the private collectors defrauded by Adelard. The forgery was uncovered due to an error on the part of the fraudster. One of his middlemen offered to sell Countess de Bussault Belhaven Fields. The Countess immediately alerted the guard, for he had just tried to sell her a painting which has been in her family for generations. Oh yeah, okay. This is why you can't sell faked authentic artwork, because if at any point someone owns the original, then you're basically screwed. The next book here, Guide to the Vineyards of Toussaint, Volume 2, The Bleasure Valley. For those who find the wines of the Saint-Satur Valley too dull, I strongly recommend the lesser known but still outstanding brands produced in the Bleasure Valley. Let us start with the amazing Côte de Bleasure, produced at the Pomerol Vineyard. I particularly recommend the 1260 to 1263 vintages with their distinctively rich flavor. Looking elsewhere, the nearby Zubaron Castle offers the dry Castel de Neuf, whereas Nouragus and Sancerre, located in the northern parts of Toussaint, specialized in red wines and jointly produced and export the wine known in the north as Toussaint Red. Exquisite rosé wine would once be found at Castel d'Aichia, but ever since its owner tragically passed away, the vineyards has fallen into decay. So kind of similar to our Corvo Bianco. Although at this point, our estate is not currently producing any wine. We shall change that shortly. Well, at some point. How interesting would it have been? I mentioned this before, but how interesting would it have been if we could produce our own wine, with the whole whatever procedures that we need to go through to create wine in this game. Could teach us how wine is made, as well as just, having the immersion of actually using Corvo Bianco for what it's intended to do. Alright, well, I think we've done enough in this episode. As a matter of fact, the next time we come back, we might just do a couple more side quests. The markers that we have in Beauclair, there are quite a few of them. Get some of those done. And then we can also maybe, just explore a bit more of the land and, play a bit more Gwent. It's gonna be good, guys. Anyways, thanks for watching this time. I'll see you in the next one.